Nelson. On behalf of the Board of Directors of the South St. Paul Educational Foundation, I would like to welcome all of you to the 20th Annual Scholarship Banquet. Before we get started, I'd like to take a moment to recognize a few of the organizations and individuals who have made this evening possible. Thank you very much to Bremer Bank and the Progress Plus Foundation for teaming up to provide the dinners for all the students here this evening. And thank you to Gerton's Greenhouses for the greenery that's been provided here tonight. Also, we would like to thank American Bank. Each recipient of a scholarship this evening will have their picture taken and receive a copy of that photograph courtesy of American Bank. A special thanks to all the parents, volunteers, and school staff who worked this afternoon after the last lunch here at school to get the place ready for you and who are working this evening to help serve us and provide the technical assistance. And especially, we want to thank all of the scholarship donors whose generosity for many years is what has kept the foundation going and makes events such as this evening possible. As a sign of our appreciation of the contributions of these organizations and individuals, let's recognize them all with a warm round of applause. Okay, I've been asked to turn the mic up. I'm going to try to do it with no technical knowledge. So if I screw it up and you hear the back feed, it's my fault. You should all know there are two people that I did not mention in the group of those who contributed to tonight's event. Joanne Yamka, who for several years has handled the daily details of the office, kept us organized, and brought us into the computer age, will be retiring next month. And Susan O'Brien, who has led the South St. Paul Educational Foundation since its beginning in 1984, will be retiring early next year. As a result, this is the final scholarship banquet for which they will be doing the planning, organization, and preparation. I cannot begin to describe the efforts these two fine ladies have made for the betterment of South St. Paul and its schools. Please join me in a sign of our appreciation for all that they have done for all of us. Ladies, from all of us, thank you very much. However, the words just don't seem to be enough. It is now my privilege to introduce the guests at the head tables. If, guests, you would please stand as I call your name. Beginning on my left and your right, tonight's guest speaker, Mr. Adam Carter. The Executive Director of the South St. Paul Educational Foundation, Ms. Susan O'Brien. Our high school principal, Mr. Butch Manning. Superintendent of South St. Paul Public Schools, Dr. Dana Babbitt. And Dana's boss, Mrs. Molly Babbitt. At this time, I would like to ask Dr. Babbitt to come forward, as I'm given to understand he has a few, though I doubt that, words of wisdom to share.
Thank you, Lee. Good evening, and welcome to the premier event of the 2003-2004 school year. Tonight, we will witness what South St. Paul School District and the South St. Paul community are all about. A district where pride, tradition, and excellence are the norm. We are a community that values our education and our young people. We are a community that believes in giving back. And tonight we have 114 future South St. Paul graduates, I hope they are going to graduate, who will be receiving almost $166,200 in scholarships to assist them in their post-secondary endeavors. I want to start by being the first to congratulate all of the scholarship winners tonight. I wish all of you the very best in your futures. As you embark on your various careers and your life's work, please reflect on what's going on tonight. Reflect what the people here are doing. They're doing for you, and someday I hope that you will be in a position to do the same thing for other South St. Paul graduates coming up the line. I also want to thank all the scholarship sponsors. Without you, this wonderful evening would certainly not be possible, so thank you so very, very much. This event is sponsored by the South St. Paul Educational Foundation, and I would like to take this opportunity to introduce all of them to you. When your name is called, please stand. But I would ask all of you to hold your applause, ladies and gentlemen, till they're all introduced, because you're going to get plenty of opportunities to applaud all our award winners tonight. So, starting with President Lee Nelson, please stand. Vice President Jeff Kant, Secretary Pam Pavlek, Treasurer Brenda Affelbacher, Executive Director Susan O'Brien, Board members Lori Bauer, Cheryl Carter, Kelton Glewy, Molly Glewy, Jerry Gunderman, Robin Haggerty, Diane Keir, John Lally, Mary Niederkorn, Tom Voigt, John Voyevich, and John Wilkie. These people worked very hard all year, ladies and gentlemen, so let's give them a warm round of applause. As Lee said, these types of events require a lot of work, a lot of planning, preparation, organization, and the two people most responsible are Susan O'Brien and Joanne Yamka. We've already recognized them, but in addition, I would like you, if you get a chance, say a word of thanks to the cooks, to our technical crew, to all our custodians for their effort to make tonight a success. In South St. Paul, we are fortunate to have an excellent school board made up of very dedicated people doing their best to make a positive difference in the school district. Please welcome with me the chairperson of the South St. Paul School Board, Ms. Shelley Forrester.
Good evening, students, parents, teachers, administrators, scholarship presenters, and other members of our community. South St. Paul has a tradition of excellence and pride in our schools. In this past school year, our community said with a resounding voice that our schools are important to them by passing the learning levy to improve our schools for our students. We have had our challenges this year, but together we worked to meet them. It's my privilege and honor to introduce our school board members. Please stand when I introduce you. Bruce Haggerty, Carrie Petrozewski, Deb Clark, Kay Erickson, and Wendy Felton. Thank you. Our school member Todd Pogorski was unable to be with us this evening. On behalf of the school board, I'd like to congratulate the students that are receiving scholarships from our South St. Paul Educational Foundation. This year, 68% of our seniors are going on to some form of higher education. Parents, you should be proud that your son or daughter has chosen to make a difference in the world by furthering their education. I want to acknowledge all of our past school board members. Their contributions to South St. Paul schools are immeasurable. They continue to volunteer their time and are constantly standing up for public education. We thank them for the vision and dedication they have for our schools. The past school members in attendance this evening are, and if you could please stand too, Milt McMorrow. Milt, stand. He's back there. Bernie St. Peter. Dick Castle. Lee Nelson, and John Lally. Thank you. Thank you to the Educational Foundation for their commitment to the students. This is a foundation is the best of its kind in the country and the envy of all our neighbors. The foundation has been investing in the education of future generations since 1985 and will continue to do so. This year, there was $200 in scholarships available to the class of 2004. The foundation helps not only the seniors, but all students in kindergarten through 12th grade. Please check out our website at www.sspps.org and see the countless ways they help out. We are truly blessed in South St. Paul with caring citizens and alumni who help maintain the pride, tradition, and excellence at the South St. Paul High School through their volunteer efforts, generosity, and support of South St. Paul schools. Thank you and have a great evening.
Being last to speak and give a greeting has its advantages, and that is my instructions were very, very short. Be short, and that's what I'll be. I have two messages that I'd like to relay at this time to the people and our special guests that are here. First, I'd like to congratulate all the students who will receive a South St. Paul Education Foundation scholarship. You are all well-deserving of this great, great honor. Second, please let me take the time to thank the foundation and the wonderful people of South St. Paul for their great generosity. Because of this generosity, you will help send the seniors of South St. Paul on to their next educational challenge in life. Thank you.
Thank you, Butch. And now it's my honor to introduce to you what he told me was South St. Paul's finest student until he graduated in 1993. He went on to gain a Bachelor of Arts degree from Gustavus Adolphus College in Communications, went into radio in Iowa, then Wisconsin, and then finally came home here to the Twin Cities. I happen to hear him a lot because my kids say I'm old and I listen to WCCO. But if you would please help me welcome the prodigal son, Adam Carter.
Well, thank you very much. Appreciate that. They said I could pick which podium I'm at, so I'm going to stay at this one. I don't want to be too close to Butch. And another thing I got to get off my chest, too, I was talking to Wayne Otto earlier before this all started, and he brought it up again. This has been hanging over my head for 20 years now, since I was like in third grade back at Lincoln School, and Mr. Otto was the principal. He always threatened me that he'd tell people someday, so I'm going to beat him to the punch, and I'm going to come out tonight and say, when I was in third grade, I owned a Cabbage Patch doll. Okay? Thank you. And I'm proud of it. I'm proud of it. We lose this? There we go. I'm proud of it, too, so that's out of the closet now. First of all, I'd just like to thank the South St. Paul Educational Foundation for giving me this opportunity on your night, the students, for speaking here. The foundation has worked very hard to provide opportunities to so many South St. Paul students, myself included, and I think that deserves another round of applause. Thank you very much. As I mentioned, I was one of the students that the foundation has helped. I'm a lifelong resident of South St. Paul. Both my parents graduated from South St. Paul High School in 1963, and 11 years ago, I graduated in 1993. And to the students here, I'm sure 11 years seems like a long time ago, but to me, it truly seems like yesterday. During my years at high school, by the way, I looked a lot different back then. I was a very active student. I played a couple of different sports and was involved in various student governments, student council, senior council. And at this very banquet 11 years ago, I received a scholarship from the VFW Post 295, and that's a scholarship that's still being awarded. After high school, I attended the University of Minnesota Duluth for 1 year. In Duluth, many of you, I'm sure, are aware, it's a beautiful town. But UMD just wasn't the place for me, and after a year, I transferred, as Lee mentioned, to Gustavus Adolphus College in St. Peter. And over the next 3 years, I completed my undergraduate program, and in 1998, I graduated with a Bachelor of Communications degree. My college experience was very different from my high school one in that I wasn't involved in nearly the amount of extracurricular activity that I was in high school. And looking back, I somewhat regret that, but I wouldn't trade my college experience in for anything. I began a career in radio in 1998 in the small town of Tama, Iowa. It's a town of about 5,000 people. I spent 1 year there before moving up the ladder to Eau Claire, Wisconsin, where I spent 2 years as a news reporter and an anchor. I also met my fiancée, Heidi, in Eau Claire. She's now a nurse in St. Paul. We're going to be married in October. And in January of 2001, I was offered the opportunity, really of a lifetime, a job at WCCO Radio. Now, I doubt that many high school students here regularly listen to WCCO, except for maybe Twins games or school closings. But if you want to know anything about it, ask your grandparents. I'm sure they listen. It's a great old radio station. It has a lot of history, and I'm certainly honored to work there. I'm a general assignment reporter there, which means I cover a wide variety of news events, and that makes my job very exciting. I like to tell people there's something new every day, and it truly is. In fact, this weekend I'm going to be covering the governor's fishing opener up in Baudette, and now that's going to be a tough assignment. I have to go fishing, and I have to hobnob with the governor of the great state of Minnesota, so it's going to be a tough job. I've spoken with Governor Pawlenty on a couple of occasions, and we always end up talking about the fact that we're both Packers, and it's pretty special. But enough about me already. I read the headline in the Southwest Review last week, and the headline read, "Adam Carter to motivate South St. Paul students." I immediately became nervous when I read that. I said, well, how am I going to do that? I mean, that's quite a responsibility. I have a tough enough time motivating myself half the time. How do I motivate young people? What kind of advice can I offer? After all, I still like to consider myself a young man who really has a lot of living and learning to do, both professionally and personally. So the angle I've decided to take with my remarks this evening is simply this: the observation of someone who is still trying to make it in life, which sometimes is difficult to do. Over the next several weeks, I'm speaking to the students now. You're going to hear a lot, the next several weeks and several months, you're going to hear a lot of advice, some of it good, some of it bad, hopefully all of it with good intentions. So with my apologies of a reference back to radio, consider my remarks tonight as a traffic report about the observations of somebody who's on that road, which is life. And I know that sounds very corny, but bear with me on this. One thing you should realize and accept is that your education never truly ends. While the end of your high school or your college career may put an end to your classroom learning, the learning outside the classroom is just getting good. In fact, for those of you attending college, realize that over the next 2 or 4 years, you're going to do just as much learning outside of class as you will do sitting at a desk. Now, my hope for you is that you realize the points of life that are learning experiences. Included are mistakes and failures. And I hope those will be limited for you, but unfortunately there will be some mistakes and failures along the way. But mistakes and failures often provide us the most useful learning experiences. Turning negatives into positives is something very difficult to do, but I hope that along the way you'll all learn how to do that. My next piece of advice for all of you tonight is roll with the punches that come along with life. And there will be punches. As people pursue common goals in life, toes get stepped on and feelings get hurt. Sometimes it's unintentional, but sometimes it's not. When punches happen, you can either dwell in that moment of pain or anger, or you can focus that energy on making yourself a stronger person. Changes often feel like punches. Change is like a trip to the dentist. It's often a painful experience, but truly beneficial in the end. You just have to wait for the swelling to go down and the feeling to return to your lips. Changes in life occur often when they're least expected and when they're least wanted. Just when you get the hang of something, or just when life seems to be harmonious, change happens. But think of it this way: if life were the same every day, it'd be downright boring. Change keeps us on our toes, and it gives us the challenges to keep our minds sharp and fresh. It goes back to the lifelong learning that I was talking about earlier. My next piece of advice, and I think this is the most significant piece of advice that I have this evening, is to know what your definition of success is before you try to achieve it. Too often, success is associated with words like money, wealth, power, material items. When it comes down to it, that may be your definition of success, but really take some time to examine your priorities for the goals that you set for yourself. Make sure there's a balance. Happiness, friendship, family, faith, those should all be included in your priority list. It's been my experience that being happy with what you do and enjoying what you do far outweighs the money, the status, and the recognition that you receive. Of course, I haven't received quite a bit of status, recognition, or money yet. But in all seriousness, if you truly love what you're doing, The better you are at it, the better you will be, and the more success you will earn. Again, these are all just some observations from someone who is on that road. Is this advice I'm giving you the gospel truth? Hardly. Take from it what you will, and I truly hope that some of it will be useful to you. But know this, 11 years from now, you're going to realize how far you've come, but you're also going to realize how far you have to go. I don't want to take too much more of your time, but I do have two more pieces of advice, and these are a bit more specific and not quite as philosophic. The first has to do with this wonderful time in your life. Now, I'm not going to stand up here and say this is the best time of your life. I always hated when people said that to me when I was in high school. I'm not going to say that to you because A, I don't know many of you personally, and I don't know if it truly is the best time in your life. And B, saying it's the best time in your life really is kind of depressing for somebody who's only 18 years in. That means it's all downhill from here, and that certainly isn't the case. But this certainly is a wonderful time for you, no matter how your high school experience has been. High school graduation is one of those snapshots in life that, yes, 11 years from now, you'll be able to recall as if it were yesterday. Take these moments in the next couple weeks. It's going to be over before you know it, so enjoy it. Lastly, you're all here this evening to receive a scholarship, and to each of those scholarships there's a name attached, and behind each name there's a story. Whichever scholarship you receive, I ask that you do some research. Learn what you can about the person or group that it's named for. Lots of people raise lots of money to give to you on behalf of that person or group. The least that you could do is take some time to learn why. There are some wonderful stories connected to these people and groups. Many of them I know personally. There's a scholarship honoring my fourth grade teacher. There's one honoring my high school gym teacher who was my neighbor and driving instructor. There's a scholarship honoring my uncle, and there's another scholarship honoring a guy I played football with here when I was at South St. Paul. Those four people I just mentioned are no longer with us, but their memories are honored by the students who will receive those scholarships tonight. So to all of you who receive these gifts tonight, I ask that you honor those who've made it possible. I ask that you honor them by doing them proud, doing your family proud, doing this wonderful school and this school district proud, but most of all, honor them by doing yourself proud. Good luck to you, and here's to an exciting future down the road. Thank you so much for giving me the time.
Thank you very much, Adam. I think on behalf of all of us, we're very proud of your accomplishments. You're obviously a very fine and accomplished speaker. We want to congratulate all the students who took the time to apply for the scholarships from the South St. Paul Educational Foundation. Tonight, we will award scholarships worth over $166,000. We commend all the students who will receive scholarships tonight for their hard work and commitment to education. All of the scholarships that will be given away tonight have different qualifications and are given with different goals in mind. The South St. Paul Educational Foundation and the Scholarship Selection Committee have worked very hard to make the awards fair and equitable. As many of you are aware, and many may not be aware, the scholarship recipients are selected through a blind process in which a committee of 8 people, and most of us have no idea who those 8 people are, work diligently and spend long hours reviewing student applications. These committee members, all but one, are someplace here tonight in the audience so that they can finally put the number that they awarded the scholarship to with the actual face. At this time, I would like to ask Ms. Susan O'Brien, the Executive Director of the Educational Foundation, to step forward as she will facilitate the scholarship presentations.
Thank you, Lee, and thank you, Adam, for those great words. We're happy you were able to come. Tonight is a real special night for the South St. Paul Educational Foundation, as you've heard before, and our whole South St. Paul community. The first year in 1985 that we awarded scholarships, we awarded 3 scholarships totaling $7,500. Today, we are awarding 114 scholarships totaling $166,200. That is fantastic, and and we have awarded scholarships totaling $1,608,208 in our 20 years to over almost 1,400 students, We've touched a lot of lives, and thanks to each of you. I'd like to reiterate what Lee said about our scholarship selection committee. They worked long and hard to select you recipients in the room tonight. I would say each committee member puts in a minimum of 20 to 30 hours reviewing the applications and the criteria for the scholarships and trying to figure out which number matches that criteria. So a real special thank you to the committee, whom even our board doesn't know the names of. We kind of keep them out of the whole process. And another special thank you to our foundation board. Without your help, none of this would be possible either. And I too agree, and I believe that we're the premier foundation in the state. And we have a broad range of scholarships, ranging from $500 to $12,000, and for kids going to state universities, kids going to private universities, VOTEX, we cover the total gamut of schools that any student would choose to go to. So without further ado, we're going to start our scholarship awarding. And as your student's name is called, will the parents please stand while the student walks up to the podium? And after they receive their certificate, we'd like them to walk over in the corner where Dan Grievous will be taking a picture of the recipient and the donor. The first scholarship being awarded tonight is the Art and Lois Gillen Scholarship. This scholarship was established by the Levander, Gillen, and Miller Law Firm in honor of Art's retirement from the firm in 1996. Presenting this scholarship is Robin Hennix from the Levander, Gillen, and Miller Law Firm.
Good evening, I'm Robin Hennix. I'm an associate attorney at the law firm of Levander, Gillen, and Miller. On behalf of my firm, I'm pleased to present the Art and Lois Gillen Scholarship to Danette Gunther.
Danette plans to attend Winona State, where she will major in theater and education. She says, receiving this scholarship will help me achieve my dream of becoming a theater major so I can bring the wonderful experience I had to other children.
This is the 12th year that the Doc Flum Memorial Scholarship is being given, and it was established in 1993 by friends, family of former teacher Doc Babe Flum in his memory. Presenting the scholarship are Doc's son Eric and his daughter Karen and granddaughter Melissa. Use that one. Okay, thank you.
I'd like to congratulate Melissa Trainer, this year's winner of the Doc Flum Scholarship.
Eric.
Melissa is undecided about a career goal, but is interested in psychology, law, or social work.
Turn around. If we can hold our applause, I think then we can hear what is being said about the students as they walk up, please. This is the 15th year that the family and friends have made the Doug Ninneman Scholarship available in memory of Doug. Presenting this scholarship tonight is Doug's son, Steve, a 1977 graduate and cousin of Adam. You can do it at that one.
Dan, he is my first cousin. I don't know how he got the gift of gab. The rest of us didn't get it. And Susan, I've been here for 15 years giving this award, and I just would like to thank you. You've done a lot of stuff for everybody. My dad graduated from South St. Paul in 1954, and he had an accident, a motorcycle accident in 1989 up in Mille Lacs Lake, and died. And I just say that because the recipient of this award has been to the cabin many times. He's a good friend of mine, and I'm very proud to give this to Johnny O'Brien.
John is an avid outdoorsman who enjoys game hunting, fishing, and boating on the Minnesota lakes. He would like a career in business, and after college, wants to start up his own lawn service.
The Ed Wiederstrom Scholarship was established in 2002 by family and friends in Ed's memory. Presenting the scholarship in her brother's name is Lori Wiederstrom.
Good evening. It's my privilege this evening to present on behalf of my family the Edward Wiederstrom Memorial Scholarship to John Herbrinson.
John's career goal will focus on business and the environment. Favorite activities are sports, hunting, and fishing, and he says it will be awesome to receive a scholarship and it will help me in the future.
John, anything you want to know about my brother, I'm happy to tell you.
The Elaine Lucking Memorial Scholarship was established by the James Group Solutions, a local marketing promotional agency, in memory of Elaine, who died last July. She was a partner in the firm and a strong proponent of public education. The recipient of this scholarship is Hector Galvez.
Hector says, I'm interested in becoming a veterinarian. I have always been interested in working with animals because that is my life. He is from a small town in Mexico where he was part of an ecology group and he was captain of the rodeo team.
The Grace Jefferson Endowed Scholarship was established in 1984 by Grace, a former kindergarten teacher at Roosevelt School. The recipients of this scholarship are Jennifer Pine.
Jennifer is not sure about a career goal, but wants to have more education so she can get a good job. She says, my dad always told me to get a job that you love so it doesn't feel like a job. Two of Jennifer's favorite classes were pottery and jewelry. She thanks the Educational Foundation for their time and consideration of her scholarship.
And the second recipient of the Grace Jefferson Scholarship is Samantha Cavilhog.
Samantha was a member of Junior and Senior Council where she was president one year. She says her favorite pastimes are working at the child care center with the children because it's something she loves to do. Her career goal is early childhood education.
The next scholarship is the Larry Grew Scholarship. Larry was a 1960 graduate of our high school and a very active member of our foundation board. Larry believed in giving back. He received a scholarship that made it possible for him to attend Colgate. Presenting the scholarship is his mother, Jeanette.
Thank you. I would like to present this scholarship to James Verbolt.
James' favorite things to do in his free time are to play or write music. He says, for as long as I can remember, music has been something that I've held close to my heart. I have always dreamed of going to music tech, and I believe that receiving a scholarship will help this dream become a reality.
The Leslie Sutherland Law Creative Spirit Scholarship was established in 1986 by family and friends of Leslie, who was a 1977 graduate. Presenting the scholarship in Leslie's memory is Diane Keir, a member of our foundation board and good friend of Leslie's.
In honor of Les, I present this award to Naomi Tiger.
Naomi loves to spend time outdoors, enjoys dancing and her time with friends. She's a member of National Honor Society and has helped with the Red Cross blood drive. Her career goal is to work at something in the field of photography, and says getting a scholarship will help me get into school and will mean that my dreams will come true.
Lorraine Wojak was a switchboard operator in our South St. Paul schools way back when we had switchboards. But she loved kids and worked with service students a lot, and the kids loved her. And the recipient of the Lorraine Wojak Memorial Award is Kristen Schmidt.
Kirsten has participated in soccer, softball, and golf and was an editor for the yearbook. She likes working with children and believes it's important to be a good role model.
The Metzen Realty Scholarship was established by owners Tom, David, and Jim Metzen, and Russ Letzen and Larry Danish, all of whom are South St. Paul graduates. The recipient is Katie Newman.
Katie has been a volunteer at Neighbors and a service student. She says, "Someone who knows me would say that I am a very positive, respectful, and responsible person." Katie has 2 sisters in college, so a scholarship will help her family a lot.
The Midwest Vending Scholarship was established by the vending company because of their belief in the community and its young people. The recipient is Michael Zaspel.
Michael has played soccer 4 years, tennis 3 years, and was a member of student council. His favorite pastime would have to be drawing. He says, "I've been drawing my whole life, and I would like to pursue a career in art."
Turn around.
Along with this award comes a special plaque for Michael.
Past Foundation Board member Bob Milbert and his family have established the Milbert Family Scholarship. The recipient of this scholarship is Louis Lamana.
Louis has participated in varsity softball, hockey, and track. He was voted all-conference in soccer this year. He likes to go snowboarding and biking and wakeboarding. Louis hopes to study business or marketing in college. As the middle child of 5, he says, "Getting a scholarship will be very useful for my family and me in more than one way."
This is the second year for the Pro Touch Painting Scholarship, established by Jim and Georgia Hoffman of Pro Touch Painting. The recipient of this scholarship is Anthony Morris.
Anthony enjoys computer programming and playing games. He's an outdoorsman who has spent a lot of time at the Dodge Nature Center working with the Fall Festival, pancake breakfasts, and spring arrival activities. His career goal is to become an electrician.
You see it on TV, there you go. The Roosevelt School PTA Scholarship was established in 1993 upon the school's closing. Presenting this scholarship will be Jolene Pugh, a Roosevelt parent.
Tonight I am here to present the Roosevelt Scholarship in honor of all the principals, teachers, staff, parents, and students who taught and attended Roosevelt Elementary. Tonight's scholarship goes to Lindsay Rose.
Lindsay is an IB student and likes to spend her free time doing anything involving music, which is her obsession, and her career goal is to become a record producer. She's done lots of babysitting and says, "I adore children."
Turn around. There you go. The Sharon and Bob Burris Scholarship is new this year. Sharon and Bob own CLT Flooring Company, and they died suddenly in an accident in July of last year. This scholarship is provided by the Mendota Flooring Installers and the Daniel Myers family. Presenting the scholarship is Daniel Myers.
In memorial of Sharon and Bob, I'd like to give this to Andy Grzina.
Andy Grzina is a member of National Honor Society. He likes to snowboard, skateboard, and play guitar. He has also been a part of many mission trips, traveling to Guatemala, Michigan, Wisconsin, and Mexico. He hopes to become a business owner.
The Thomas Sabaski Memorial Scholarship was established in Tom's memory by his family. Tom was a 1982 graduate. The recipient is David Munoz.
David was a three-sport athlete throughout high school in football, baseball, and wrestling. He also likes to fish, hunt, ski, and snowboard. While in high school, he was a service student and volunteered at Lincoln Center, and he's looking at a career in business or athletic training.
The Voyevich Family Scholarship was established by David and Dan Voyevich. Dan is currently a police officer, and David is a retired police officer from South St. Paul, and this is in memory of Sam Voyevich, who is also a police officer. It goes to a student pursuing a career in law enforcement. The recipient of this scholarship is Daniel Brandner.
Daniel will study in the criminal justice field. He loves hunting, fishing, camping, and just being outside. Dan was part of the wrestling program for 13 years, receiving honorable mention and all-conference.
Xcel Energy not only supplies electricity and natural gas, but also believes in helping strengthen the communities in which they serve. Presenting the scholarship is Colette Urich.
Thanks, Susan. My name is Colette Urich. I'm a Community Relations Manager at Xcel Energy. My fellow co-workers are pleased to present tonight's scholarship to Aaron Scherbel.
Aaron plans to attend Inver Hills Community College and then transfer to a state college or university to major in computer science or some other related field. His current hobbies are computer art, playing cards, participating in sports outside of school, watching professional sports, and attending high school athletic events regularly.
Turn around. The next scholarship is the Fran and Patty Bilgen Scholarship. It's established by the Bilgen family in memory of their mom and dad. The recipient of this scholarship is Rachel Sablock.
Rachel says that one of her biggest outside interests is competitive figure skating. Through that activity, she has learned how to work hard and how to have true dedication. She also was part of the yearbook staff. Rachel hopes to become a social worker.
After many years of teaching, Henry and Laura May Howe are still giving to students through the Howe Endowed Scholarships. The Howe established this fund in 1988. The Howe Endowed Vocational Scholarship is awarded to Tom Dittbrenner.
Tom says, "All I can say is that I'm just a normal high school senior. I love music and watching football, and I was just inducted into the National Honor Society last week." He is set now to go to Inver Hills Community College to take care of general studies. He is unsure of his major, but has been told that he has a skill in writing and that maybe that will send me in the right direction.
The recipient of the Howe Endowed Scholarship for a student pursuing a career in education is Mary Coleman.
Mary is interested in many different sporting events and likes listening to music. She played volleyball and received all-conference honorable mention. She also participated in softball and youth hockey. Mary's career goal is elementary education or nursing.
The South St. Paul Kiwanis Scholarship was established upon the club's disbandment in 1988 for a student involved in the Key Club. The recipient of this scholarship is Tiffany Schmaus.
Tiffany plans to enter the field of education. She is an IB art student. She traveled to France with her French class, and this year she was part of the mentorship program where she worked and observed in the art room at Kaposia. She was a member of Key Club, French Club, and Art Club.
The Steve Sillianoff Scholarship was established in 1979 by friends and former students upon Steve's retirement from teaching. Steve was a social studies teacher in South St. Paul and a football coach. Presenting this scholarship is Mary Boyevich, a student of Steve's.
On behalf of the friends and family and colleagues of and students of Steve Sillianoff, I award this scholarship to Kyle Robinson.
Kyle will attend Dakota County Technical College in their AAS degree program to learn the skills needed to open his own custom auto body shop. He is interested in auto body collision repair, custom fabrication, and the restoration of the warbirds of World War II.
The Key Community Bank Scholarship is next, and we really appreciate the support that all our local businesses give us through scholarships and to our students in many ways. The recipient of this scholarship is Rebecca Nigan.
Rebecca would like to enter the field of accounting and says she's looking forward to a career as a CPA. She has played softball, basketball, golf, lifts weights, and has received both all-conference honorable mention and most valuable player designations.
Mike Leach, in Leo's memory, established the Leo Hughesby Scholarship. Mike completed his high school education largely because of Mr. Hughesby, who was his grade school principal. Mike will be presenting this scholarship.
I'd like to present this to Alicia Lamana.
Alicia is a 4-year letter winner in basketball and was voted most valuable player and all-conference honorable mention. She also lettered 3 years in soccer. She enjoys running, being with friends, and working at her job. Through her church, she delivers food to the elderly.
We're pleased to have Alicia here. What time did you have 4 wisdom teeth pulled? After school, I believe. So thank you for coming. She can't smile very much. The Mary Jane Morin Scholarship was established 2 years ago by family and friends in Mary Jane's memory. Mary Jane, as many of you know, is a teacher, administrator, and good friend of our South St. Paul schools for over 33 years. Presenting the scholarship are Mary Jane's children, Mickey and Paul Morin.
Thank you, Susan. This is the second year that we were able to give the scholarship in our mother's name, Mary Jane Morin. And Paul and I would really like to say it gives us great pride that due to the generous support of family and friends, we're able to do this. It gives us great pride to announce the scholarship to Kelsey Rothy.
Kelsey is hoping for a career in either business or early childhood education. Her interests are playing soccer, watching her brother play hockey, and spending time with friends. This year, as part of the mentorship program, she worked at a hospital.
Pat Koss worked as a health aide at Lincoln Elementary School. After she died of cancer, family and friends established this scholarship in her name. The recipient of this scholarship is Nicole Bankston.
Nicole will pursue a 4-year degree to become a registered nurse. She says, part of the reason I want to go into nursing is because I love working with people and will enjoy helping them. Nicole works 2 jobs and has taken a biology class at Inver Hills.
I guess Nicole isn't here. The Class of 1947 scholarship was established by the class in honor of their 50th reunion and has been continued by them. Presenting the scholarship is Raul Olson, a member of the Class of 47. Who's it giving to?
I'm sorry. To Aaron Smeltzer.
Aaron Smeltzer.
Erin says that receiving a scholarship will give her a sense of accomplishment, knowing that hard work and effort in school paid off. She plans to work in the field of accounting.
The John Olson Memorial Scholarship was established in memory of John, a custodian who passed away at a very young age. Presenting the scholarship is John's mother, Millie.
I'd like to present the John Olson Scholarship to Minda Lee Keel.
Says Minda Lee, getting scholarships means a lot to me because I'm going to help my parents as much as I can with costs. She plans to become a massage therapist. She played volleyball in 8th and 9th grades.
The Abner Rood Post 481 American Legion Scholarship, established in 1996, is a wonderful example of our community service organizations supporting our schools. Presenting this scholarship is Dick Castle.
Thank you, Susan. On behalf of the Abner Rood Post 481, I'm the post commander, and first off, I'd like to thank all of you people this past week that dropped money into our buckets when we were collecting for poppies, because the result of that collection provides this scholarship. So this scholarship will go to Nicole Simons.
Nicole hopes to study criminal justice and law at Hamline University. Some of the school activities Nicole participated in are Student Council, Key Club, and Yearbook. She's a National Honor Society member. Favorite pastimes are reading, writing poetry, old movies, and family activities.
This is the 11th year that the Bars Pavlik Scholarship has been available. This scholarship was established in 1993 by Keith and Ann Bars and their family. Presenting the scholarship is Keith, a former foundation board member and South St. Paul graduate. And the amount in your program is wrong, and the amount on the certificate is wrong. Keith just came up and gave me a check, and the scholarship is going to be for $2,000. Thank you, Keith.
On behalf of our families, I'm happy to present the scholarship to Joshua Annis.
Josh participated in baseball 4 years, was part of a leadership group, and on the Gold Honor Roll 2 years. He loves to hunt and fish, anything to do with the outdoors, such as lake activities. He hopes to become a successful business manager.
This is the 3rd year the Burton Memorial Scholarship has been awarded. Edgar and Lorraine were both South St. Paul High School graduates, 1936 and 1938 respectively, and they were strong supporters of education. Their daughters Jane Letson and Nancy Wiederhold will present the scholarship in their parents' name, and they're both South St. Paul graduates.
We're very pleased to present the Burton Memorial Scholarship to Garrett Shepard.
Garrett was on the academic honor roll 3 years, played basketball, football, and received a varsity letter in track all 4 years of high school. He enjoys fishing as a pastime. Garrett has not decided on a career goal, but plans to attend college.
The next scholarship is provided by CHS cooperatives to help a student pursue an education in agribusiness or business. Tim Turgeon of CHS will present the scholarship.
On behalf of CHS, which most of you probably know by our former name of Senex Harvest States, I'm very pleased to present this year's scholarship to Phil Forrester.
Phil is a member of National Honor Society and was on the Gold Honor Roll 3 years. He played soccer, baseball, and participated on the math team. He intends to enter the field of business.
Class of 44 scholarship was established by the Class of 44 in honor of their 55th reunion. Presenting this scholarship is Alice Michelson Collins.
Thank you. This scholarship from the Class of 44, who is celebrating their 60th anniversary, goes to Matthew Crum.
Matthew works part-time at the Superstore in South St. Paul and played junior gold hockey. He participated in track during his senior year. His career goal is a degree in atmospheric sciences.
The Class of 1953 scholarships were established by the class at their 50th reunion last June to show their support of our South St. Paul Public Schools and its students. Presenting this scholarship are Mary Ann Hendricks and Audrey Burrington, who are both members of the class.
It's a great honor to present the first one to Nicholas Elton.
Nicholas played soccer and hockey and loves the outdoors. His career goal is to study dentistry. Nick says, with any scholarship that I receive, I will work hard to earn my degree and never settle for less than the best.
The class of 1953 is proud to present this to Aubrey Manjou.
Aubrey enjoys being with children and working with kids with disabilities. She hopes to become a special education teacher. This scholarship will make it easier for her to go on to school.
Turn around. Dale and Betty Shenyon, who have both served on our foundation board, have been providing scholarships since 1985. With this year's scholarships, they've given a total of 58 scholarships to students. That's absolutely fantastic. And I can't thank the Shenyons enough. The recipients of the Shenyon scholarships are Amanda Bozer.
Amanda prides herself on her school spirit. She says, I've lived in South St. Paul my whole life, and after I've made a life for myself, I would like to raise my children here.
Turn around. Jacqueline Ewald.
Jacqueline's interests are reading, working out at the gym, traveling to new places, and spending time with friends. Her favorite pastime is creating art. She received an Excellence in Sculpture from the Minnesota State High School League.
third scholarship goes to Scott Meisner.
Scott has not decided on a career goal, but says he's worked very hard throughout high school. He loves basketball, golf, weightlifting, and reading, and he is also very interested in current events and foreign affairs.
The Edward and Rose Kuntz Scholarship was established by the Kuntz children in 1997 in honor of their parents, Ed and Rose, who graduated from South St. Paul High School in 1937 and 1940. Presenting the scholarship, and his name is Ed Kuntz.
The recipient of this scholarship is Christopher Myers.
Christopher plans to attend Iowa State University, where he will study civil construction toward a career as a structural engineer. He has participated in athletics, been involved with the Diversity Leadership Program, and is an honor student.
The George Karn Memorial Scholarship was established in memory of George Karn, who taught art and coached hockey in South St. Paul. Wendy Karn, George's daughter, will present the scholarship.
I'd first like to thank whoever broke down the pronunciation of this name for me. I'll be forever grateful. Congratulations to Sarah Cernobrina.
Sarah has been accepted into the college of her choice, the College of St. Catherine. She participated in track, soccer, and hockey in high school and will continue to play hockey in college.
The Inver Grove Heights American Legion Post 424 is another service organization providing help for our young people. The recipients of this scholarship are Barbara Musaeus.
Barbara's outside interests are spending time with family and friends, shopping, and working at Real Start Title, where she's learning as much as possible about the real estate industry. She hopes to become a dental assistant.
The next recipient is Kylene Whitty.
Kylene participated in volleyball, soccer, and hockey. She's also very involved with her church youth group. Among other activities, she visits and sings to elderly and shut-ins. She wants to attain her license in cosmetology and further her education in small business management.
The Jim Kennedy Memorial Scholarship was established 10 years ago by family and friends of Jim, a 1964 graduate, to honor his memory. Jim's brother, Paul, will be presenting the scholarship.
Thanks, Susan. On behalf of our family and Jim's friends, it gives me great pleasure to give this year's Jim Kennedy Memorial Scholarship to Mark Benier.
Mark is a three-sport athlete: hockey 4 years, soccer 3 years, and baseball 2 years. He has been on the Silver Honor Roll 3 years. Mark enjoys helping youth and the elderly in his community and has done volunteer work for his church.
Turn around. There, get your thing. There you go. The John and Barbara Hankey Scholarship has been established by Barb and her husband John for a student pursuing a career in education. Presenting this scholarship is Barb Hankey, who she's doing alone, who retired after many years of service in a lot of different capacities in our South St. Paul schools. Barb?
John and I are pleased to present our scholarship this year to Colleen O'Rourke.
Colleen loves animals and helping people. She plans a career in the education or health field. She tries to spend free time with family and has been taking equestrian lessons since she was 11. She played softball and volleyball and has volunteered at Neighbors.
The Justin Andrew Myers Scholarship was established in memory of Justin, a 1995 South St. Paul graduate, by family and friends. For most of his life, Justin had a chronic illness, but his courage enabled him to graduate from high school and attend college. Presenting the scholarship in his name is Justin's father, Robert.
First of all, I need to say thank you for all my family, friends, city businesses that have made this scholarship possible. Thank you very much. The first recipient of the Justin Andrew Meyer Scholarship is Sarah Davies.
Sarah was a member of Drama Club and says, "I do try to do my best." She likes downhill skiing, fishing, and anything outside. She was a student volunteer at Kaposia. Sarah plans to study interior design.
Yeah, stay up here.
The second recipient for the Justin Andrew Meyer Memorial Scholarship is Brian Aller.
Brian says, "I have always enjoyed creating art. Soccer has taught me teamwork. Snowboarding and skateboarding have been favorite hobbies. His career goal is graphic design and animation."
The Castle Yentz Endowed Memorial Scholarship is for a student attending the University of Wisconsin at Stout. Dick and Kay Castle established this scholarship in memory of their parents. All of their 6 children are South St. Paul graduates, and Dick and Kay are Stout graduates, and they'll both present the scholarship.
The scholarship winner is Julia Losby.
Julia says, "Art is what makes me truly happy and plays a huge part in my life." Her career goal is in the field of multimedia and graphic design. Julia has been very involved with her church. For 9 years, she has attended school to learn the techniques of downhill skiing and racing.
The Ladies Auxiliary Post 295 Scholarship was established in 2001. We thank the auxiliary for establishing this scholarship. This year, they are providing 3 scholarships, and Barb Meyer, Ladies Auxiliary President, will present the scholarships.
On behalf of the Ladies Auxiliary, I would like to present the first scholarship to Rami Shanuda.
Rami hopes to become either a pharmacist or an architect. Outside of school, he likes to spend time with friends and loves being at church and helping out in the community. He is the leader of his church's boys' choir and a church deacon.
The second scholarship is for Rebecca Hocking.
Rebecca enjoys music, theater productions, and likes to write poetry, lyrics, and sing. She is very active in church activities and says, "I have taught Sunday school, sang with the praise band, planned and participated in youth events like camp, retreats, and mission trips."
And our third scholarship is Christina Mikowski.
Christina has been very involved in the band program, Key Club, and Drama Club, and is a member of National Honor Society. She is also part of her church youth group and is a Sunday school teacher.
Congratulations.
The Lori Jones Memorial Scholarship was established in 2002 by the husband and daughters of Lori Wiesner Jones as a tribute to the courage and positive attitude she displayed during her battle with cancer, and in honor of the Mayo Clinic staff, especially her doctor, Dr. Timothy Hobday. Presenting this scholarship tonight is her husband, David. And this is another scholarship that's going to be for a greater value than it is in your booklet. It is for $1,250 rather than $1,000.
The winner is Erica Boatman.
Erica will pursue a career in mechanical engineering. She received 2 letters for track and field and was a 4-year letter winner for cross-country running. She's also very involved with her church. This past summer, she was part of a mission trip to the island of Trinidad for 11 days.
The Lincoln Center staff and the Lincoln Center PTA have teamed up to provide this next scholarship for a student who has attended Lincoln Center. PTA President Bill Sherrato and Principal Tom Benson will present this scholarship.
Thank you, Susan. Tom and I would be pleased tonight to present this on behalf of the Lincoln Center PTA and staff to Casey Garcia.
Casey is an IB candidate who spends most of her time working 2 jobs and doing her schoolwork. She has also participated in theater and is in the bell choir and on the youth ministry team at her church.
May Matthews Dahl, a former elementary teacher who died unexpectedly in 2001, established the May Matthews Scholarship to be awarded to a student pursuing a career in education. Presenting the scholarship in her name are her daughter, Debbie Clark, member of our Board of Education, and her son, Scott.
I have to clarify that I'm not old enough to be his mother.
Oh, I meant...
I may look it some days.
And her brother.
This is my baby brother.
I meant your mother's son.
With the scholarship, we give my mom's philosophy framed, which she sent to many people. I've never read it before. I'm going to just read the main part of it. Take time to work, play, think, read, pray, laugh, listen, dream, worship, and love. To care is to teach. To a new teacher, sometime we hope. We are awarding this to
Jennifer Saliga.
Jennifer's 2 sisters and brother, who have graduated from college, have helped her realize the importance of a college education. She plans to attend St. Thomas University to study education or nursing.
John Lawley will present the John and Marcia Lawley Scholarship, which he and his wife established. John is currently a member of our board.
Marcia and I are delighted to present the scholarship to Brianna Allsides.
Brianna Alcides plans to attend Gustavus Adolphus College in St. Peter, Minnesota, where her career goals are education and the medical field. She likes writing poems and stories. Brianna has received many awards for basketball, softball, and volleyball.
Being given for the 8th year is the Margot, Mary Lou, and Jane Dowd Scholarship, which was established in 1997. This scholarship was established because of their commitment to education and our community. Presenting the scholarship tonight is Jane Dowd.
We are happy to present this scholarship to Jade Turner.
Jade's outside interest and hobby is making jewelry and crafts with beads. She wants to study nursing with the goal of becoming an RN. Jade was a service student at Lincoln Center.
The Scott and Brenda Apfelbacher Scholarship was established last year and is provided by Scott and Brenda, both 1973 graduates, and Brenda is a member of our foundation board. We appreciate your support of our students.
First of all, we have to fix a slight oversight that this year we had our 30th class reunion, and we guilted some of our fellow attendees into donating some money for a scholarship this year, and we kind of overread it in the program so far, so we should give that first.
I missed it.
Yes.
It was right after the Constitution.
So we're trying to ease into that, so that
Sorry about that.
No, that's okay. On behalf of the South St. Paul class of 1973 in celebration of our 30th reunion last year, I am pleased to present this scholarship to Anjali Shankar.
Anjali is a member of National Honor Society, has been on the Gold Honor Roll, and is an IB diploma candidate. She has given over 300 hours of community service at Regions Hospital. She says that the numerous activities I'm involved in have shaped my character and identity. I have learned what it is to try something new, and that experience of trying new things has made me a well-rounded person.
now for a Scott and Brenda Apfelbacher Scholarship. Thank goodness I got this name. It's Lucas Anderson.
Lucas plans to attend St. Thomas University. His career goal is to become an electrical engineer. Lucas volunteers at his church and enjoys fishing, hawking, and relaxing in front of the TV.
Presenting the South St. Paul Future Scholarship is Ed Kuntz, and this is another example of community organizations giving back to our students. We certainly appreciate all they do for us.
South St. Paul Futures was established many years ago after the closing of the various packing plants in South St. Paul. Its purpose was to create new industry into the city by the way of financing and so forth. Its members also recognize the importance of higher education for its youth. It's my privilege to present this scholarship to Peter Simons.
Peter says, I've always worked my hardest to do the best I can in everything. He plans to major in business management in college and turn his love for bicycling into his own enterprise.
The Pepsi-Cola Company provides a scholarship to show their belief in our importance of continuing education. The recipient of this scholarship is Krista Ekwochi.
Krista believes that volunteer work is very important in maintaining a healthy community and a great place to live. She has volunteered in many aspects of the community and has also participated in high school activities such as dance team, mentorship program, Key Club, junior and senior councils.
The South St. Paul Inver Grove Heights Rotary Scholarship will be presented by Kathleen Gaylorn, a past board member of the foundation and our current county commissioner.
Thank you, Susan. I'm here tonight as the incoming president of the South St. Paul Inver Grove Heights Rotary, and I'm pleased to present the Rotary Scholarship to David Cosgrove.
David says, My whole life has pretty much been sports. I loved being a three-sport athlete during my high school career because it always gave me a reason to be responsible. David played football, hockey, and tennis, receiving all-conference recognition for football and tennis.
The St. Peter Family Scholarship is next, and it will be presented by Bernie St. Peter, past foundation board member, actually was very instrumental, along with Dave Metzen, in founding the foundation.
On behalf of my wife Audrey, our 5 kids and their spouses, I'm happy to present this scholarship to Dahlia McHale.
Dahlia's interests include drawing, singing in church choir in different languages. She received an award 2 years for her singing and studying languages. Her favorite pastime is going to church, and she hopes to become a Foreign Service officer.
The Steve Toohey Memorial Scholarship was established by Dave Metzen, Brian Behringer, and Larry Grew in memory of Steve, their classmate and friend, who was a 1960 graduate of South St. Paul. Presenting the scholarship is David Metzen.
Thank you. Thank you, Susan. The Steve Toohey Leadership Scholarship goes to Christopher Ward.
Christopher believes that leadership is not just a quality, but an ability to serve others to help them achieve the greater good. He has held various leadership positions in his school, church, and community.
The VFW Endowed Scholarships will be presented by Ray Harding, Post 295 Commander. The VFW was the first group to provide an endowed scholarship, and at this banquet many years ago, they presented us with a $50,000 check to start their endowment. So they're continuing to provide our students. We really appreciate that.
My first scholarship goes to Kyle Bessler.
Kyle wants to become a lawyer and says a scholarship will help with his future endeavors. He played football 4 years and was all-conference honorable mention. He also lettered in track and field, wrestling, and debate.
My second scholarship goes to Carlene Johnson.
Carlene's involvement in school sports has been a very important part of her high school career. An injury hindered her plans for athletics during her senior year, but gave her a sincere appreciation for how fast your life can change.
My third scholarship goes to Eric Duran.
Eric participated in cross-country 6 years, track, swimming 4 years, tennis and symphonic band 5 years. He likes to be active. When he has free time, he plays the piano. Eric was part of the Hobie Leadership Program for 2 years.
Congratulations, Eric.
The Wakota Federal Credit Union Scholarship was established in 1998 to show their support of our South St. Paul schools and students. Ed Johnson, president of Wakota Federal, will present the scholarship.
On behalf of Wakota Federal Credit Union, I'm pleased to present this scholarship to Patrick Verdea.
Patrick says he is very dependable and works hard. He is looking at a career in the field of business or as a history teacher. Patrick played soccer and received all conference and honorable mention. He also played tennis.
The Norman Waldhauser Family Scholarship was established in 1999. This is for a student attending a private college in Minnesota. The recipient is Anjali Shankar. Isn't it? Oh, just a minute. I got this down wrong. Okay, it's already gotten one. Haley Seberg.
Haley was an exchange student last year, and that is what makes her want to pursue a career in international business. She enjoys a challenge and has taken rigorous courses. She was in debate 5 years, taking 2nd in state and 5th at nationals.
Wells Fargo Bank has established this scholarship because of their commitment to the community in which they do business. Brian Solis will present this scholarship.
Wells Fargo Bank is delighted to present Katie Ecker this scholarship.
Katie has been a very involved student, participating in soccer, golf, theater, yearbook, and also finding time to tutor. One of her stories was published in Chicken Soup for the Teenage Soul. She wants to become a financial advisor.
The Zawacki Family Scholarship was established in 1998, and Dick and his sister were both South St. Paul graduates, and their mom was a cook in our junior high. Presenting the scholarship in his family's name is Dick.
On behalf of my mother, my father, and my sister Kathy, I'm very happy to present our family scholarship to John Gurmscheid.
John plans to pursue a degree in engineering. He enjoys playing the guitar, which he has done at area nursing homes, and has participated in baseball, wrestling, football, and rugby.
The class of 1952, in honor of their 50th class reunion, is providing 2 scholarships to help continue the tradition of excellence in education in South St. Paul by providing funds to assist students attend college. Presenting the scholarships is Tom Jagir, a member of the class of 52.
Again, I'm indebted to the elf who put this name and how to pronounce it. On behalf of the class of 1952, it's my pleasure to award this scholarship to Brianna Carroll.
Brianna is a member of the National Honor Society. She hopes to finish 4 years of college, go on to receive her master's degree, and eventually become a doctor. She has been part of numerous high school activities, including a mentoring program for elementary students.
You know, can I just add something here? It's kind of interesting. I'm sitting here, I'm from the class of 1952. That's 52 years ago. Now, when this group is doing the same thing 50 years from now, that's 100 years. That's kind of nifty when you think about it.
It's kind of old.
I shouldn't do that. Again, the class of 1952 is pleased to present a scholarship to Sean Kelsey.
Sean is considering a career in the field of business. Outside interests include going to church, where he is part of the youth group, and socializing with friends. Favorite pastimes are running and skateboarding.
The family and many friends who were fortunate to have shared part of Mike McGinn's life established the Mike McGinn Memorial Scholarship in his memory, and they have a golf tournament every year to fund it. The recipient of this scholarship is Nick Stalock.
Nick would like a career in business. He enjoys water-related activities. He played football, soccer, hockey, and track, receiving many letters, all conference, all state, and all metro honors.
This is the 12th year that family and friends have made the Nick Voyevich Scholarship available in memory of Nick. Presenting the scholarship is Nick's daughter Mary, and his grandson Alec. Get up there.
My grandson, my son Alec Lair, who was born 3 weeks before Nick died, and he was the only grandchild that Nick got to meet. I'm pleased to give this scholarship to Lindsay Murr.
Lindsay's goal is to pursue an education in either the business or medical field. She likes spending time with friends and has volunteered at her church and at Bethesda Healthcare Center.
Bob Meyer will present the Mizpah Masonic Lodge 191 Scholarship.
Well, I'm getting kind of used to this. I like this. On behalf of all Mizpah Lodge members in South St. Paul and the Grand Lodge of Minnesota in St. Paul, we are honored to give Heather Gato the scholarship.
Heather's career goal is to become a profiler for the FBI. She enjoys basketball, outdoor sports such as rollerblading, football, hockey, water skiing, swimming, singing, and traveling both inside the United States and to other countries.
The Kevin J. Leary Memorial Scholarship has been established by the family and friends of Kevin in his memory. Kevin gave very freely of his time and resources to enhance the school experience of our South St. Paul youth, especially down at Kaposia Elementary. Presenting the scholarship in his dad's name is James.
Thank you. I would like to present this scholarship in memory of my father, Kevin James Leary. He gave his time, effort, and money to numerous South St. Paul organizations. On behalf of my family, I am pleased to present this scholarship to Kurt Petrie.
Kurt played tennis 5 years and received Most Valuable Player. He played football 3 years. He is a member of National Honor Society and has been on the Gold Honor Roll all 4 years of high school. He wants to become a certified public accountant.
Turn around, you guys. The Debbie Kern Memorial Scholarship was established by Debbie during her courageous 3-year battle with breast cancer. Debbie's positive attitude and love of her students will be remembered. Mike Kern, Debbie's brother, will present this scholarship.
My father and I made the trip down from Hibbing today to honor my sister's legacy and also this year's recipient, Anastasia Martinez.
Anastasia's career goal is to become an FBI agent or a police officer. She participated in a variety of sports while in high school and was captain of the cross-country and softball teams. She also is a co-editor of the yearbook.
The Governor Harold Nyantha Scholarship is awarded to a student involved in speech or debate. Their daughter Jean, a South St. Paul graduate, will present the scholarship. She's also a past Foundation Board member.
Mom's getting fitted for a hearing aid today, so maybe next year she can come and really hear what's going on. And perhaps we could ask Adam to come back and give the same speech again. It was excellent. I'm pleased to announce that Jamie Ross has won the Levander Award.
Jamie would like to be an occupational therapist and work in an elementary school setting. She's on the speech team, has taken part in theater productions, is involved with the IB program, and is a member of National Honor Society and choir. She's also very involved with church activities, teaching, and leading a contemporary worship service.
The continued support of the Croatian Hall or Hrvatski Dom is another example of the support we receive from our local organizations. The recipients of the Hrvatski Dom Scholarship are Elizabeth Olson,
Elizabeth plans to go to college to major in early childhood and elementary education. She has taught children in Sunday school and volunteered in an elementary classroom and would love to be able to continue working with children.
Hannah Sundemeyer.
Hannah has been a member of Choir Key Club and was in theater 4 years. She enjoys travel to see new places and learn about new cultures. She plans to attend Hamline University, where she will major in international relations with a minor in social justice or French studies. A future goal would be to work in a U.S. embassy or in the Foreign Service.
The John and Iola Carlson Scholarship was established by their 3 children, Jeff, Tom, and Pam, all South St. Paul graduates. Presenting this scholarship tonight is their son, Jeff.
I'm happy to present this scholarship to Teresa Matson.
Teresa will enter college to study pre-med. She was a member of Key Club, Drama Club, and was a peer counselor. Outside of school, she enjoys spending time with friends, reading novels, and biking.
This is the 5th year that the Kaposia Education Center Scholarship is being presented. The Kaposia staff and PTA established this scholarship in 2000. Presenting the scholarship is John Laliberty, the school principal.
Thank you, Susan. On behalf of the PTO at Kaposia Education Center and the staff of Kaposia, it's my honor to present this scholarship to Jeremy Elton.
Jeremy plans a career in pharmacy. He has been very involved with soccer and swimming, where he lettered 6 times and received all conference 4 years in a row.
We're out of order again. The Harvatsky Dam Memorial Vocational Technical Scholarship is another scholarship awarded by the Croatian Hall. The recipient of this scholarship is Joshua Glazing.
Joshua has always been interested in computers and plans to attend college to become a computer network engineer. In his spare time, he teaches karate to younger kids and works on and builds computers for others.
Turn around.
For the cameras.
This is the 9th year that the Polish National Alliance Lodge 1033 has provided scholarships. This year, they will be presenting 6 scholarships to students planning to attend a 4-year college or university, as well as a vocational institution. Leona Schultz, a Lodge member, will present these scholarships. Thanks, Leona. It's great.
On behalf of all the members of PNA Lodge 1033, it gives me this privilege to present these scholarships to, the first one to Ann Bauer.
Anne wants to work in the field of vocational rehabilitation. She loves to play sports. She participated in volleyball, basketball, softball, and was the wrestling team manager.
Our second recipient is Ivy Catone.
Ivy Catone will choose either Hamline University or St. Thomas University to study criminal investigation. She loves writing and spending time with family. She has helped to organize many charitable fundraisers and food drives while in school.
The next recipient is Christina
Fawn.
Christina's career goal will be related to the Russian language. She placed second in the Russian Olympiada competition. Christina had a chance to travel to Vietnam and to Russia. She says she is actively involved in the three most important areas of a teenager's life: arts, academics, and athletics.
Abigail Peterson.
In her free time, Abigail enjoys golfing, painting, watching movies, and hanging out with friends. She is an IB honor student and has been on the honor roll all 4 years, receiving 3 academic letters. Her career goal is to become a dentist.
Our 5th recipient is Jennifer Bliss.
Jennifer plans to study accounting and sports medicine. She loves traveling to Colorado and seeing the mountains. Jennifer participated in swimming, cheerleading, drama club, and was the football and track manager.
And our sixth recipient is Holly Gartner.
Holly played basketball 2 years and received an award for her positive attitude. Her favorite pastime is reading. She also enjoys fishing, camping, and being in the wilderness. And she was a Girl Scout for 3 years. Her career goal is to become a paralegal.
The Vietnam Veterans of America, Chapter 639 in South St. Paul, is an organization representing the interests of all veterans and has established this scholarship. They provide 3 scholarships for students pursuing a college degree and 1 for a VOTEC institution. Al Shipman, also a South St. Paul graduate, and will present the scholarships.
Close, but it's Al Shipton.
Shipton?
That's all right. You always forget I'm graduate of class of 63 also. But it's our pleasure to produce these scholarships, present them. And the first one goes to Bethany Pedersen.
Bethany has participated in a range of activities ranging from soccer to French club. She enjoys spending time with friends and playing the piano. In the fall, she will attend the University of St. Thomas and pursue a career in business.
The next is presented to Brian Wollenberg.
Brian played soccer 2 years, is a member of National Honor Society, and helped manage the school store. He was an election judge trainee and volunteers at his church. Brian wants to become a computer programmer.
Next, to Jesse Strom.
Jesse was a library volunteer and took training to become an election judge. Outside of school, he likes to work on and build computers. His career goal is computer engineering.
Lastly, our vocational scholarship is presented to John Wallen.
John played baseball for 5 years, and it is his favorite pastime. He likes golf, fishing, drawing, and painting. He volunteers at church and helps his neighbors. He plans to study architectural design.
Another endowed scholarship is the Blankish Family Benedictine Scholarship for a student attending St. John's University or the College of St. Benedict. This scholarship was established in memory of Valentine Blankish. Presenting the scholarship will be his daughters, Mary Lundquist and Margaret Blankish.
On behalf of our family, we'd like to present the scholarship and the loaf of Johnny bread to a future College of St. Benedict student, Jessica Heasley.
Jessica has volunteered with many community organizations, including community education, summer reading programs, and the Children's Museum. She plans to study medicine so that she can become a pediatrician and accomplish her goal to work with children.
The Kopp Family Foundation, because of their commitment to youth and their feeling about the importance of education, is providing 2 scholarships this year. The recipients of these scholarships are, the first one is Mike Vasquez.
Mike has participated in speech and debate, played baseball, and been part of the math team. His career goal is to study chemical engineering. Next year, he will attend the Massachusetts Institute of Technology. Mike has been a volunteer at United Hospitals and tutored chemistry students.
The next recipient is Sarah Haynes.
Sarah enjoys reading, creative writing, and drawing, and playing with her cat. She'd like to be an editor. Along with volunteer activities within the community, Sarah has been actively involved in the band program, varsity singers, drama, and Key Club.
The Patty Murr Endowed Scholarship was established in 1985 by the William Murr family in memory of Patty. Lindsay Murr, Patty's niece, will present the scholarship.
I would like to present this scholarship to Laura Grievous.
Laura has been involved with over 15 theater productions. She was also on the speech and debate teams and worked on the yearbook. She was nominated for Who's Who Among American High School Students. Outside interests and pastimes include creating art, reading, creative writing, recreational walking, and learning foreign languages.
Lori's dad is standing. He's the one taking the photographs. The South St. Paul Schools Custodial Maintenance and Technology Departments have established 2 scholarships to encourage students to get the very most they can out of the many opportunities provided. Tom Banazuski of the Custodial Maintenance Department will present the scholarship.
The first award goes to Caitlin Whitty.
We moved it to the end.
Caitlin will prepare for a career in cosmetology, studying at Aveda. Her main interest is ancestry. She has traveled to Croatia and Bosnia 5 times, bringing medical supplies for the people there. She is also studying the Croatian language.
Our second award is presented to Amy Mascaro.
Amy has been a member of Color Guard and Marching Band for 6 years, Concert, Symphonic, and Pep Band for 4 years. She is in National Honor Society and receives Student of the Quarter recognition for academics.
The Flint Hills Resources, formerly Koch Petroleum Group, scholarships were established by the company because of their desire to honor young men and women who are making a difference in the community. Presenting the scholarships is Wayne Jorgensen, a Koch employee.
Good evening. On behalf of Flint Hills, the first scholarship goes to Lynn Shermack.
Lynn has been on the Gold Honor Roll all 4 years of high school. She's participated in speech and debate and is an IB diploma candidate. She says, "Call me a nerd, but I love school. I love learning new things and enjoy reading in Russian and learning world history." She plans to study Russian, economics, and business in college.
And the second scholarship goes to Tyler Engelke.
Tyler is an IB diploma candidate and was an IB student of the quarter. He is looking at 3 career paths: mechanical engineer, lawyer, or business. Tyler hopes to attend either St. John's University or Gustavus Adolphus.
Kent Vogt was a 1966 graduate of South St. Paul High School who died suddenly in 1999. This scholarship is established by his family in his memory. Presenting the scholarship is Melissa Ross, teacher at Kaposia Elementary.
On behalf of our family, we'd like to present the Kent Vogt Memorial Scholarship to Katie Gingelhoff.
Katie is an IB art student. This interest is leading her toward a career in art and architecture. She has played volleyball since 5th grade on both the varsity team and Junior Olympics. She also played basketball and track.
The Virginia Lamanna Fine Arts Scholarship was established last year in honor of Virginia, a former South St. Paul resident and mother of 11 children. Many of her children and grandchildren have attended South St. Paul schools. This scholarship is for a student who shares Virginia's interests in art, color, fashion, and design. Presenting the scholarship in his mom's name is Rock Lamanna, father of 3 South St. Paul graduates. With his nephews tonight or grandkids?
Good evening. On behalf of the Lamanna family, we're proud to announce Natalie Patrick.
Natalie is an IB art student who plans to major in art education. She has chosen this field because she says, "I would like to reach students the way that all my art teachers reached me."
The Mike Byron Scholarship was established in 2000 by his friends in memory of Mike, a 1994 graduate and member of the 1993 Section Championship football team. Presenting this scholarship is Peter Schultz, a friend of Mike's and a South St. Paul High School teacher.
On behalf of the friends and family of Michael Byron and all the wonderful people who take part in our golf tournament, we'd like to award this scholarship to Eric Lofsgarden.
Eric is a National Honor Society student and is a 4-year letter winner for academics. His first passion is writing. He loves to read literature and to write extemporaneously. Eric will study business and English in college.
Lauren and Lucille Ellingson Memorial Scholarship was established in 1999. Lucille provided for this scholarship in her will. The recipient of this scholarship is Peter Clayton.
Peter says, "I enjoy most things scientific, which sparked my interest in pharmacy." Peter also likes sports and physical activity and especially takes pleasure in running. He was all-conference honorable mention for track and field and spent 6 years as a Boy Scout, receiving the Eagle Scout designation.
Because I didn't want him to come early, so I pulled it out. The Scholarship for the Arts was established in 1996 by Lisa and Larry Cumston. They're the parents of 3 South St. Paul graduates, Kurt, Krissa, and Anna Marie. The scholarship is being presented tonight by Larry Cumston.
Before I give the scholarship, Susan, I want to thank you for all the years of effort that you put forward, and without your effort, none of this would be here.
Thank you.
The scholarship that my wife Lisa and I award tonight goes to Nicole Maniszewski.
Nicole played softball and volleyball and is the project manager for collaborative art piece in the high school. She's taking 4 IB classes and hopes to graduate with an honors certificate. She plans a career in interior design.
The South St. Paul Lions Club has become our largest contributor through the establishment of the South St. Paul Lions Club Endowed Scholarship Funds. Today, there is $293,651 in this fund, and the income is used to provide the scholarships that Tony Wicki, Lions president, will be presenting tonight. There will be 3 $4,000 scholarships and 1 $2,000 scholarship. Thanks, Tony, and thanks to our South St. Paul Lions. What a wonderful organization.
Thank you, Susan.
On behalf of the South St. Paul Lions.
Oops. Here, you want to use this one?
Jump over here.
Sure.
On behalf of the South St. Paul Lions, I'd like to present the following scholarships. The first scholarship goes to Ryan Monkholm.
Ryan was accepted into the LaFarrington's 2003 Best 100 Art Show. His career goal is to study jewelry manufacturing, design and repair, and become a jeweler gemologist, eventually starting his own business. In school, he participated in swimming, jazz, symphonic and concert band, and is an Eagle Scout.
The next scholarship goes to Samuel Patet.
Sam's school activities and volunteer efforts have been numerous: student council, theater, band, choir, church lector, and reader. He has held many leadership positions. He hopes to become a lawyer and eventually a judge.
The next scholarship goes to Amanda Albrecht.
Amanda plans to further her education by attending the University of Minnesota and working toward a career in chemical engineering. She has received academic letters all 4 years and is a member of National Honor Society.
And the final scholarship goes to Sarah Holst.
Sarah has a long list of volunteer activities. She is an IB diploma candidate and a member of National Honor Society. Her favorite pastime is racing her cart at the Eau Claire Speedway during the summer, where she has raced for 7 years. Racing has inspired her to go into the field of engineering.
I really appreciate Tony's coming. Our Lions Club is having their big Cadillac dinner tonight, and he's taken time out to come and be here. Thanks so much, Tony. The Olga Hart Foundation was established in Olgasville last year. She had no direct connection to South St. Paul, but her financial advisor knew of our foundation and encouraged her to leave scholarships in her will to our school and other schools in the Twin City area, as well as cancer research at the U. And these are 2 great scholarships. One is for a student pursuing a career in education, and the recipient of that is Jenna Crumroy.
Jenna's career goal is to major in elementary education. She enjoys spending time outdoors, especially in the Boundary Waters area. Jenna is a member of National Honor Society, has participated in sports, junior and senior council, volunteers as a coach, and teaches Bible school at her church.
The recipient of the Social Service Scholarship is Jennifer Wolf.
Jennifer's goal to become a child life specialist helping young children was strengthened as she watched her sister battle with cancer. Her high school activities include speech, where she received numerous awards, student council, varsity singers, theater, and Key Club. She was also part of the mentor program.
The largest scholarship available tonight is the Burnham Scholarship, which is for $12,000. Dwayne established this scholarship in 1993. Dwayne's a 1959 graduate of South St. Paul High School and is a retired CEO and chairman of the board of Abbott Laboratories. We really appreciate his support of our students. The recipient of this scholarship is Philip Lundquist.
Philip has many things he would like to study, including the Hindi language, French culture, advanced chemistry, and mathematics. He has been accepted by a number of colleges but has not yet selected which one he will attend. His goal is to become an engineer. Philip was on the debate team, speech team, band, and was a member of Key Club.
Philip is going to Walla Walla University in Washington. But Fanny Gilbertson established a scholarship fund in her will, and this was through the encouragement of Governor Levander, and it was really the cornerstone of our scholarship program in South St. Paul. And this award is going to be presented tonight by Butch Manning, high school principal, to the valedictorian and salutatorian of the class.
It is my honor to present the prestigious awards of salutatorian and valedictorian. The young people that will be honored epitomize the excellence of education at South St. Paul High School. They are the best of the best. First, I'm honored to present you to the 2004 salutatorian for South St. Paul High School, George Mike Vasquez. And now, for the 2004 valedictorian for South St. Paul High School, Sam Patet.